Hi everybody, Miles here, the golf professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. Out here on just a beautiful Sunday morning. I've sneaked up here early, the clocks have changed, I've bought myself a bit of time. So I've sneaked out onto the back nine and just to make this quick video before anyone comes. So this was just in my mind the other day when I played, and I've played a couple of shots from a very sort of winter related problem. So this is the back of 13, the green is amazing, it just ironed it and yeah, looks fantastic. But the wet, longer grass at the bottom, I'll chuck a couple of balls over there. These cuppy type, wet type, tricky lies can give you all sorts of problems. Now, for me, there's only really one way to play these shots because this is very high tariff. The lie's sometimes not very good and they need playing like a bunker shot. So I'm always going to use, in this condition, is my 60-degree wedge. And I'm going to play it like a bunker shot, and I'm going to make sure that I keep this club moving through the shot. The problem is for people having this little stabby, choppy downward swing, quite often you'll leave it short. Now you've got to learn a bit of commitment to this, because this club has got to keep moving like a bunker shot. It's going to be a longer, smoother, softer swing, and you're going to have to do those things that you would do in a bunker really, and you're going to have to hit slightly before the ball and slide this club through and underneath it. It's not going to be an easy shot for you. I'm just going to move this one into a worse lie. So I'm going to drop this one down into this really cuppy, horrible, like that's really, I mean, you probably can't see that ball from there. The control is going to be difficult, but what I do want to make sure is my next shot is going to be a putt that I've got a chance to make. And that wasn't too bad an effort. It's one of those things you're going to have to get out and practice. It's not going to come off every time. And you've just got to commit to the shot, keep it moving, use your 60-degree or your lob wedge. And if you haven't got it, your sand wedge, and you've got a chance. Eee, that nearly went in. Right, should we move on to something else? Well, our greenkeepers don't muck about, do they? Just finished the drainage on the 9th, straight onto the 14th tee. Anyone else says our greenkeepers don't work hard, I've never been a member of another golf club. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do now then. I'm going to see if I can play. I don't know. See how quickly I can condense this. 4 or 5 holes in a couple of minutes. Okay, little 5-wood off the mat, just get one in play. And we're off. See how short I can make this video. Editing skills can be tested to the max. Oh, well, cold hands, cold ball. I would have normally hit 7 from here, but I'm going to go one more because I just, yeah, cold hands, cold ball and all that sort of stuff. So I think about 170. If I land on the green from here, I'll be delighted with that. This is relatively high tariff. Either way, we'll get up and down. That's the way to look at it. Not sure from here. It's set off on a pin high left line, but where it ended up, I'm not 100% sure. Short, maybe. I'll take that, to be fair. She was off the toe a bit, but I think if I'd have flushed that, would have been towards the back of the green, so we'll take that. Right, trying out a friend's putter, as I'm, like all of us, on the search. It's one of these little lab jobbies. I reckon a bit of left edge action. Stayed dead straight, not good. Moving on. Just going back to my previous little video about playing these difficult shots out this wet rough. Now here's definitely a place. Oh, there's someone's ball there. That's how oh, that was under the grass. Here's a perfect example. No green to work with. The balls come to rest in these terrible places. Now this is the shot times 2, that we were talking about. Now, the mistake to make, I would have thought from here, would be to not leave it on the green. I mean, you got much. You could easily be a little bit of a coward here and come out slightly sideways to the left of the bunker and give yourself a more reasonable chance at a chip. But I'm going to go towards the flag. Terrible lie, so bit better. So let's play the better one first. Slightly open face, bunker mentality, keep the club moving. That's a beauty, right? Same again. This one's a bit of an evil lie, so I'm looking at it thinking it's going to need a little bit more momentum. Yay, here we go. I should stop it because it's looking like a good video already. Seagull, why are you not frightened of me? I'm going to land one on your head. So I think that just sort of shows you what can be done out of potentially, very tricky lies. They're not bad. Why used to tame? Oh, you like the one that used to hang around the first. Anyway, moving on and waffling. 15 looks beautiful. My little seagulls come to join me on the green. Now, when the flag's right in the middle like this, it's probably when it's most accessible for most people. It's obviously a much harder shot when it's on the top tier. For me, I'm just going to try and go to the right of the hole by a tiny bit. This is in my fantasy world, and spin it back. So I need to go past the flag a little bit. Getting too much spin on this green can be a real problem. It's fine. It's pin high, just to the right. It's absolutely lovely out, but my hands are freezing. That part getting old. Woo. Right, makeable. Good distance control. Sort the pitch mark out in a minute. Right. Let's take this flag out. That would count as a loose impediment. I want to just bear with. I just want to clean this ball. Okay. Now it has to be pretty straight. One to the good. Oh, that was nice. Maybe. Even though there's not much wind here, it's not in my favour, so I'm going to try and have to be brave and cut it down the left as tight as I feel like I can. I think this time of year it'd be nice if I can end up in that flat part. All right. Concentration. That was perfect. Yeah. First one of the day. That was good. Perfect. This is undoubtedly my favourite spot on the 16th. The amount of times I've found myself in this little triangle, I can't quite get it up this slope, or it whacks dead into the slope and always filters off over here. So I've got absolutely no excuses from here because I've had this shot 20 times, I reckon, this year. So I'm going to hit. It's going to hit a little 3/4 gap wedge. I think I could squeeze my sand iron on there, but I don't want to have to hammer it. So you're always better off coming in with a bit less power. Now, flag looks like it's at the back left, so I'm going to just aim a little bit to the right of that. That is tracking. That is tracking. There's one or two things happen to that. It's fractionally too long, or it's in the hole virtually. So let's shoot up and have a look. Keep this video as mercifully short as possible. I know it's a good shot. It's a good shot. Chance to be 2 under. That'd be nice. Need to be under par when I get to the 17th, because that is my bit of a nemesis hole. Yeah, it's a tiny bit long. I bet that virtually pitched in the hole. Coming out that wet grass wouldn't have stopped too quick. That was on line. Right, let's dump this stuff down. Ooh. Yeah, you can see when I said that was tracking, it was, wasn't it? Now I got this little fiddly little number. That's got to be quite a break on that, I reckon. Or is it just fast? Yeah, there's a bit of break on this little bad boy. Trying to go with my Jason Day putting tips, just seeing how I feel this would fall into the hole, and I think it's going to just sort of dive in from that left edge, so see what we can do. It's pretty quick too. Nah. God, that was fast. I've waited for the green because Jay's just been ironing it. I just thought I'd touch that. That is, yeah, wow, here we go. I'm going to turn the camera off and have another go at that. That's annoying. Still, good par. Well, hopefully the reliable 7-wood's coming out here. I didn't bring any other clubs up with me. I just thought it looked like it would be about right. It's my sort of 200 yards in the air shot when things are right. So, yeah. Full-blooded 7-wood, middle of the green, if things work out right. Or, option 2, right-hand bunker. There's always another option. All right, tricky up and down coming up. Well, that's not very appetising, is it? That's really true. Well, I think it probably would have been a bit long. It's sort of splattered in there about pin high. Okay. Look. Not the nicest deadpan lie. I wish that was scraped up a bit. Right, deal with it, Miles, deal with it. Pitch, yeah. Take the 55 out on this, I think. Oh dear. Don't know what that made that. Right, okay, so no, not much sand to work with. It's going to have to be a very neat little splash. Yeah, okay, this is a tricky one. Yeah, I'm going to take that 100 times out of 100, I think, from that lie. Okay, just to make this shorter, let's do the bunker in a minute. Might be nice and do the whole of the bunker. Yeah, you got to take that from there. That was pretty good control, to be honest with you. Just trying to get used to taking the flag out again. I think I got a bit lazy leaving it in. It's just straight, Miles, just straight into the middle of the hole. I don't know if that's me or the vicious break on it. I'm putting it dead straight again. Why can't I putt? You can see the frustration in my golf now. You know, My golf says I should be under par. My putter says, no thank you. Right, fade off the big tree, tee it down a little bit. That's the best way to hit a little fade, a little squeezer, if you want to. I feel like I've got a bit of wind helping here. Got a little low cutter. I have teed that up a bit too low, but I'm not moving, so let's hit it anyway. That's nice. That's nice. Right, let's go and get it. Sort of left, right middle, I think. Well, I spent a lot of the summer down the bottom, which is quite a tricky shot, so I can sort of tell what's happening here in the winter. In some ways, it looks a lot easier. On the flat, I can see all of the flag. I've got absolutely no idea what club to hit. I'm going to have a yardage guess. Yardage guess at get the water off this ball. I don't know. Genuinely don't know. Hit pitching wedge. It's going to cut a little bit off this line maybe, so not much though. Let's see what we got. See if my brain's working right. A little bit to the left of the hole. Smooth wedge. I think it sort of did what I thought it would do, but a bit too extreme. Oh, it's on the green, but nothing to write home about. Pin high right, I think. Let me stop it, save the length of this film. I don't know if it's me, but that seagull follows me everywhere. Or it has done today. It's followed me around on every hole. Didn't go very far. Not really into this spirit animal thing, but just an annoying winged rat. Okay. Well, got a longish putt to go under par. That was a bit too much club, wasn't it? Would have been a mighty old piff with the gap wedge, that's for sure. Right, let's just see if we can do this in 2 putts. Not annoy anyone. Okay. Helicopter. Like that. Well, is that 5 holes? 4 holes? 5 holes? Level par. Nothing to write home about. You won't see me this again unless you see me with it on the putting green. See you all next week. So you can see this swing here, Ian has corrected, back in his